Okay, welcome back. This is Budgets with me. My name is Josh. I hope you liked the first video. If you're back here, then maybe you did. But please like and subscribe. Let's get this thing going, and I'm going to keep talking about other things. I really think this could help people if you can start understanding velocity banking. And I've learned it from a lot of different people on YouTube. A lot of people are talking about it. So get your information from everywhere, and then make the decision yourself. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm just showing you what I'm doing. And it really has helped me. It was a game changer. So let's get into it. I want to show you what happens to your cash flow if you take all of your variable expenses in gray and you put them onto this credit card right here that we have in this example. Obviously, we need available credit on this card. If this card's maxed out, you're going to have to pay it down some before you can start. But for this video, let's assume that we've got at least enough credit that we can cover our variable expenses of $22.18. And that's all of this stuff: insurance, electric, trash, grocery, gas, food, lunches, all that stuff is going to go on this credit card automatically. We're going to set up automatic payments. And then every month, my cash flow that I now have left over after my income is going to go right back onto the credit card. So ideally, I'm spending $2,200, but I'm paying $2,600. So that means I'm going to get a reduction of the principal balance of about roughly $400 or so, somewhere in there, every month. That's going to come off this balance. And we're going to ignore interest for just a minute because, if this is a credit card that has some rewards points on it, use that for cash back as a statement credit. Don't ever pocket that money or put it into your checking account. Use it to pay towards your statement balance, because what we're trying to do is get out of debt. We want to remove this credit card and get it down to nothing, because I'm going to talk about in later videos how we're going to use velocity banking more aggressively, and we're going to need to get a line of credit. But right now in this example, we just have a credit card and no lines of credit. So let's repeat what I just said. We got $2,200 roughly of variable expenses that are going to go on this credit card every month, but we're going to be paying in roughly $2,600 a month. And I say roughly because life is never perfect. Sometimes things happen. You have a higher variable expense, or you make a little bit less of money than you thought you were going to make that week because overtime, or you were sick a day, or whatever, right? So we're just going to say roughly $2,600 is going to go into the credit card, but roughly $2,200 is coming out. So that leaves us about a $400 reduction in principal every month. So for easy math, let's say that you had $1,405, and then you put your expenses in, and then you subtracted your $2,649. So we're going to do a sum. 14,069. Copy, paste, sum. 13,638. So see how fast the balance is going to go down if we just keep doing that. Otherwise, you were just paying $400 a month on this credit card, which was the minimum payment, and all that interest. It's going to take you 20-something years to pay off this balance when you're doing this, $31. But if we do velocity banking, we get all this extra cash flow to dump on this debt. Expenses in on the card, and then cash comes back off of the card. There's your new total. Expenses go back out again, pay your cash, here's your new total, and so on. So, it's probably going to take, let's say, probably 12 months or so if we kept on going. I don't know if this will, my mouse is jumping around for. Yeah, it's not going to calculate it that way. It doesn't know what I'm trying to do. But let's see. Just want to see if I can make this work just a little bit easier. 13207. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. This is month 6 right here. So in 6 months, you paid off roughly $2,000 off that credit card. And remember, we're going to use any cash rewards we get as a statement credit to help offset the interest we're going to pay on this credit card. So $2,000 in 6 months. It's going to take a little longer than a year. Because we're only working with $400 of cash flow in this scenario. But we're going to stay steady and we're going to pay down that credit card, okay? Now, if you get lucky with this credit card, sometimes cards will let you do a balance transfer or a cash advance balance transfer where it's not like a typical cash advance. It's treated like a balance transfer with a 0 APR. And you can write a check right into your bank account just like you would a balance transfer. Bank of America does that sometimes. I know Chase will do it sometimes. But let's say that you paid this down in this scenario and you're going along. In another 2 years, you got it down to $10,000. Another 6 months, you got it down to $10,000 of a balance. Okay, so that'd be 1 year of doing this and doing nothing else different, right? And your available credit, let's say on this card, goes up to $20,000 during that time, because maybe this card company likes what you're doing, making all these payments, and they love to see the account revolving. They want to see that happen on a credit card. It's part of the credit score. That's why it's called a score, because it's a game. Okay, so yeah, 1 year we got this balance down to $10,000. Okay, let's talk about cash flow index for just a second. I chose this credit card as the first example because my cash flow index on this is 36. How do you get the cash flow index? You take the balance of the credit card today and you divide it by your minimum payment, which is $400. That gives us a score of 36. If your score is under 50, it's a more attractive balance to pay off because you're going to gain an attractive amount of cash flow. If it's over 50, you can wait a little bit. See how this one's 52? My next one in line here would be the Mazda. According to this gives me kind of a rating of which one do I want to try to attack next after I've finished paying off this credit card, okay? So let's talk about that in the next video. I'm going to go down that rabbit hole a little bit more and try to expand on that. But hey, if you like what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. Let's get this thing going, okay? Thanks, guys.